up, guys? It's Deanna. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if this is the first time you are visiting. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and that you turn that notification bell on so you know when a video goes live. If you haven't guessed it, today is all about Disney. I'm wearing my Mickey Mouse shirt. I got this from Target a couple years ago. But first things first, if you guys are here, you must love Disney, I'm sure. I don't know. Or you just want to hear what I have to say about Disney. I don't know. But if you guys are traveling to Disney World in the next, couple months and you guys want some tips and tricks, that's what I'm here for. This video is specifically all about Disney World. I have been to Disneyland before, but that's not my area of expertise. Disney World is my jam. I've been going there with my family every single year since I was about 6 months old. A lot has changed since then. So if you haven't been since you were a kid and you are thinking about going back, I think it's really important to learn and kind of do a lot of research on what is there now because things have totally changed. It's also gotten a lot more expensive since I was a kid. I did a Q&A on my Instagram page just to kind of see what questions you guys had. So I'm gonna take those questions directly today and answer them here for you. I'll also show you guys a little footage of the Disney planning party that my family and I had just to kind of plan our fast passes and things like that because yes, that is something that you need to do. So like I said, this video is going to be strictly based off of the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram in the questions feature. I will do plenty of other Disney related videos if that's what you guys want to see. So make sure you let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to see specific videos about traveling to Disney World, I think once it gets closer to our trip in April, I will definitely do a packing guide for Disney, traveling with a toddler, and I would love suggestions because this is going to be our first time flying on an airplane with an 18-month-old. So the first question I'm going to answer, what are tips you would tell newbies? There are so many tips for newbies. That could be an entire video in itself. But for this video specifically, I will let you know that if you are traveling to Disney World for the first time, please make sure that you schedule your fast passes. And it might sound crazy because you're like, do I really have to plan out every single minute of every single day that I'm there? The answer is yes. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you really want to get the most out of your trip and you really want to do the rides that you want to do, you need to book fast passes and you need to book them right when it's time to book them. I mean, I think it's 3 months. You can book 3 months in advance if you are if you're staying on Disney property, which we always do. That's another question I'll get to. So yes, I would book them as soon as you can because the good rides, the prime times really book up quickly. Like within an hour, the good times are gone and it sounds crazy. You can book restaurants up to 180 days in advance of your trip. Again, if you are staying at a Walt Disney World resort. So we've already done that. We got all of our reservations booked. We are doing things a little differently this year just because we do have Ryan and it's his first time ever. So it's kind of neat because a lot of the things that we normally would skip over we're doing because we have Ryan. So, normally we avoid parades at all costs. We we literally plan things around when the parade's happening and what part of the park we'll be in because we want to avoid them. And that's usually when lines can be a little bit shorter. If you don't have a fast pass for something, lines might be a little shorter during the parade times because people are going to the parade. But for Ryan's first time, I do want to see a couple parades, especially at Magic Kingdom, right on Main Street. It's so nostalgic for me, and I cannot express to you enough how happy I get when I am in Disney. So going back to the original question, a tip for a newbie, make sure you book everything in advance. Make sure you book your fast passes and your restaurants in advance. And make sure that, they make sense because when you book your restaurants, you obviously have to do that before you're booking your fast passes, but don't book a lunch at the Magic Kingdom and then you have to get your fast passes in Hollywood Studios that day. So make sure everything, you have to be really, really organized. And thankfully our family, there's like, I think this year there's probably 16 or 17 of us going. And you know, it's nice because we have a group chat going, and we just kind of all stay on the same page. We have one leader, and surprisingly, it's not me. But my aunt is the leader, and she just takes the reins on everything. She's amazing, and she books all the restaurants, and she's booking all our fast passes all at once so that we're all getting the same rides. So that's also important if you have a big group, to make sure you guys are all getting the same time so you can all be together. All right, so moving to the next question, when is the best time to go? And that's kind of like one of those questions. It's up to you, really. So my family, for years and years and years, literally since I was 6 months old, we have been going Easter time. And that was just probably easiest because it was best for our spring breaks. And, you know, it was a time that we just like to go. It was warmer weather. It wasn't, you know, in the winter when there was a chance that maybe you couldn't go in the swimming pools and stuff. However, I have been around Christmas time when I went for work, when I was working at Tarte. I went to Disneyland in the winter, and I have to say, it is so, so cool to see Disney completely decked out in Christmas, and it's just amazing. And you know how Disney does everything really big. Well, you could just imagine what their Christmas decorations are like. If you really want to avoid big crowds, I would go in the off season. Peak season is literally when we go in April. The spring is like peak season. But I just personally wouldn't want to go in the summer. I feel like it would be extremely hot there, and I wouldn't want to be at an amusement park in the extreme heat. This next one is, what's your favorite ride? And that one is a hard one. That's like picking, you know, your favorite child. You just can't do it. I will give you my favorite rides in each park, if that helps. And Magic Kingdom, I will say right now, my favorite ride is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That one is on the newer side, so if you haven't been there since you were a kid, you probably never experienced this ride. And I love that ride. It is really, really cool, and just like a very smooth ride. I think it's similar to Big Thunder Mountain, but Big Thunder Mountain is older, and I feel like it kind of like shakes you a little. I, of course, love Splash Mountain and Space Mountain. Those are like the classic big rides there. But now this year, we're gonna be doing things like It's a Small World and, you know, Peter Pan. And I love Peter Pan. Even without a kid, I think it's a fun ride to do. That always has a really, really long line. So if you do need a fast pass for something, I would get it for Peter Pan. But if you are going to Magic Kingdom, I would say top 3 to get a fast pass for: Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I guess you'd throw in Big Thunder Mountain. So the 3 mountains and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Also love Pirates of the Caribbean at the Magic Kingdom, and that one's really great for kids too. There's like a little dip in the beginning, but it's fine. Like, I went on it when I was pregnant. I was allowed to go on that ride. Let's see, because last time I was in Disney, I was pregnant, so I didn't get to go on all my favorite rides. In Hollywood Studios, my favorite ride is Rock and Roller Coaster, hands down. However, there's a new ride there called Slinky Dog, which I have not ridden on yet, and I'm very excited for that. That's our #1 that we're getting a fast pass for. It's kind of annoying because you can only book one of the big rides at Hollywood Studios at a time. So like, we're our first one, when we can book them, we are getting Slinky Dog. And then I'm gonna give you our whole strategy. So when we go, we are going to go early and shoot towards Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, because those are right next to each other. We're gonna try to get there when the park opens, so maybe there's not as long of a line. And while we're going there, we will have a Slinky Dog fast pass. So we'll try to get those 2, then use our fast pass at Slinky Dog. Also, you can't book a fast pass right now for the Millennium Falcon, and that's in the new Star Wars land at Hollywood Studios. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I heard people go at like 5 a.m. and get a boarding pass for a time that they can come back. So it's essentially a fast pass, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I'll wait maybe. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. with Ryan and go. Mark would probably gladly sit that out and let me go by myself, but still. They have the whole new like land over there, which I'm really excited about because I haven't seen that yet. But they do still have Star Tours. That's like a classic. And then there's another Star Wars ride too, I believe, which I haven't seen yet. So those are on our list. I don't think I'm not counting on being able to do the Millennium Falcon thing, but we'll see. And then the other land that I love in Hollywood Studios, Toy Story. So we love Toy Story Mania. It's like one of those, you know, shooting games, like interactive. It's fun. It's a ride. Ryan will be able to do that. And then the Slinky Dog is in Toy Story Land. So very excited because I've heard great things about that ride from my family who went last year. We skipped last year because Ryan was just really little then. But yeah, so that's Hollywood Studios. And then Epcot, we do Test Track and we also do Soarin' are our two big ones. Soarin' is amazing. I love it. It's just such a cool experience. You know, you're like gliding over all these different parts of our country, and it's just really cool. When you like go over Florida, you smell the oranges. It's really cool. It's a really cool experience. So love Soarin', love Test Track, and I also love Nemo there, and I think Ryan's gonna love that this year, so we'll definitely do that. Also in Epcot, if you're over the age of 21, it's a great place to get some drinks, and my family's done Drink Around the World before. I don't have any video footage of that, thank God, but here are some pictures. And my uncle actually had these personalized passports made, so each stop we went to, the bartender signed it to say we were in that country. And then the other one we always go to is Animal Kingdom, and I'm so excited to do Avatar this year, the Flight of Passage, because last year I had a fast pass for it, and I'm telling you, that is one that you need to automatically get a fast pass for, because people were waiting in line for like 5 hours last year, and I had a fast pass and I had to give it up because I was pregnant. I gave it to my cousin who didn't have one, but everyone came off that ride, and like Mark, who's not really like super Disney like crazy or even into rides that much, he came off it and was like, I am sorry because I know you didn't get to experience this, but that was the best ride I've ever been on. And I was like, are you serious? I'll show you guys footage from last year because I actually have it. First impression, how was it?
I don't want to upset you, Dee. It was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Dennis said best ride he's ever been on in his
life.
life.
Yeah. It was awesome!
Oh. I missed it.
It was amazing.
I said not to say anything to Dini.
Yeah, we said let's just pretend it was mediocre at best.
Oh, no. It was good.
That was awesome.
Oh. Did you like it?
Mark smiled the entire time. I looked over.
Ear to ear.
I know, I just didn't even grin on my face.
And then it looks like you're gonna go through and then
Like going like going like that.
really cool.
Was that your favorite part too, when you're in a wave?
That might be my
That was one of my favorite parts.
Mark, that was your favorite ride?
You guys not today, but like ever.
Oh my gosh.
So
I go, Mark, you're on a ride that Deanna's never been on before.
The only one in Disney, probably.
I like when the wind and the water hit my face.
Oh. And Danielle gets motion sickness. That was okay for you?
I just close my eyes at some parts.
All right, moving into hotels and whether to stay on Disney property or off. So I might call me crazy, but we are like, we don't leave Disney property. Once we get there, we don't go anywhere else. We don't go to Universal usually, which people think is crazy. I've been to Universal and I love it, it's great. But I just feel like once we get to Disney, I'm in this like Disney bubble and I just don't wanna leave. There's no reason to leave. I love that when you stay at a Disney resort, they have transportation to and from all the parks. Anywhere you want to go within Disney property, you can get there. One of the main reasons why we love staying on Disney property is because it just is so much easier. They make everything so easy at Disney. You literally like can get off the plane, they take your luggage, they ship it to your hotel, put it right in your hotel room. They have the Magical Express, which is a bus that picks you up at the airport, brings you wherever, you know, whatever hotel you're staying at. They just make everything really, really easy. And I just think, you know, if you're a parent with little kids, it's just whatever makes life easier when you're in Disney, I think is important. With that being said, some of our favorite hotels. We love all of the ones that are in like the Epcot area. So Yacht and Beach Club, they're like connected. Beach Club is our favorite. And then we also love staying at Boardwalk. And you can walk through from like Beach Club over to Boardwalk very easily. And you can walk to Epcot very easily as well. And you can also walk to Hollywood Studios. It's a little bit of a further walk. And then Swan and Dolphin are right there as well. Our top are Beach Club, Boardwalk. An old favorite where I grew up staying was Port Orleans. And I just like, when I go there, it just reminds me of like when I was a kid, and my grandma, who's no longer with us, but she kept the Disney magic alive for so many years for all of us, and now it continues. But I just love Port Orleans. I think it's actually a great resort. It's much more affordable than like the Beach Club and Boardwalk. So I love that. All right, I know this video is getting long, so I'm just gonna answer 2 more questions. And if we want to do more Disney videos, like I said, just let me know. So this question is, what is the perfect age to bring a child? And again, I might not be the best person. This is like a subjective question. Everyone might have different opinions on this. I think that Ryan might not understand everything that's going on when we go there. I will firmly admit that this trip is probably more for us to witness and see his reaction to things. It's definitely not something he's going to really remember. I don't remember my first time going to Disney, and I remember like as like growing up, I was like, you know, I kind of wish that I remembered my first time seeing the castle or, you know, walking down Main Street. But I get to see like my little cousin's first time. I get to see Ryan's first time now, and that's like more important to me. I feel like when I'm there, the reason why I'm so happy is because I get to see the joy on the little ones' faces. And that is like, it's like Christmas morning every day when you're there. And it's more about those memories. Like we're all together, we're all doing fun things together, and it just feels like the rest of the world has stopped and we are just happy in this happy place. It's our happy place. That's just basically what it comes down to. But I think at each different age, it's a different experience. And I guess because I grew up going to Disney, that I love it so much and that it's like a part of me and a part of my family. But someone that has never gone and then all of a sudden goes in like high school, they might be like, this is kind of lame. Again, that's a question. It's whatever is best for you and for your family. Mark probably disagrees with me. He does not think that Ryan needs to go this young, but again, I think it's more for us to see his experience and to just witness his first of everything. I think it's gonna be really fun and I'm super excited. All right, last question. Do I wear makeup in Disney, and what kind of makeup do I wear? I do wear makeup in Disney. I wear like light tinted moisturizer, something with SPF. I'll definitely do like a light shadow, kind of like what I have on right now. It's like my everyday go-to makeup. A little blush, mascara, always have to do my brows, and then a lip. I think if you would have asked me these questions like 10 years ago, I probably would have done my makeup and my hair like every single day and had to look amazing to go to the parks. But now I'm just like, I wear workout attire to the parks. Maybe if I'm not wearing like, you know, sneakers and yoga pants or whatever, I'll wear like cute sandals, jean shorts and a top or something like that. But I keep it very casual during the day. And then at night, usually I'll wear like either a cute sundress or dress it up a little bit more, but not really. So attire in Disney, keep it casual. That wraps up this video. I know that was a lot of information thrown at you guys, but I just have so much to say about Disney. So again, I'm saying this for like the 3rd time. If there are questions I did not answer, just ask them below, and I might just do another video about Disney related things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys are still watching, congrats, you made it. But please make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and that you turn the notification bell on so you know when a video goes live. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a magical day.